Hello, everybody. It's your girl, D Rose Turnham, and it's the Chronicles Baby. I wanted to come in on this evening, which it is Wednesday evening, and I'm sitting here in my home office space in the great city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and there is another hidden gem about me that I want to share with you all. I'm also an author and a publisher. And I was compelled to do this particular video in regards to publishing. Not a publishing 101. I'm just going to give some advice, some of the things that I've been seeing, especially over the few weeks that individuals have been going through the COVID-19. And a lot of times when we get into a place where we don't have it much to do, so we decide that we're going to write about and chronicleize and journey our events that's been happening in our lives, our emotions and our feelings, like I did with my first book, Put It on Paper, based on my life before HIV after AIDS. Put It on Paper is a vivid description, a cautionary tale that basically describes in so much color and detail what life was like before I received my HIV diagnosis and after I received the AIDS results. Excuse me. I learned a lot over the years, and I started writing actually when I was in the third grade. And I started out writing poetry. I moved on from poetry to songs, moved on from poetry to songs to writing love letters, y'all. And those love letters, I was rejected on every one of them. But you know what? Those love letters today make coins for me. I get royalties off of those love letters, all for my thoughts and my feelings. So what I have been seeing here, when I started out writing, I was just writing for fun. But after my diagnosis of HIV, which I've talked about in other videos, so remember, subscribe, hit the little bell and subscribe so you can be notified when another video drops. And go ahead and stay tuned and look at some of my previous videos so that you can get to know me better. So when I first started writing, I was somewhat confused about where I was going to go with the writing. But it took someone very special in my life during that time to tell me, Rose, you have so much to talk about. Why don't you put it on paper? Not knowing that in that sentence was the title of my first book. So I went on to pen not only Put It on Paper, but My Last First Kiss, which is up under the Baptized in Warm Milk collection, and it's based off of Temptations of the Flesh. After that, I decided, well, let the people know what's been going on since the diagnosis. 10 years later, I came out with Change Woman Unchained, which is what life has been like since dating, career, relationship, all that stuff in between. So that just chronicles what life has been like since, I received the diagnosis. I wrote the book. You got all of that. So what you been doing now, girl? That's how that book goes. And then the other book, which is my last book that I put out back in 2016, December on Christmas Day, is titled The Awakening of D. I actually went through a devastating breakup with my now husband during that time, December 2016. And I broke off the engagement, but we needed to go through what we needed to go through to be where we are today. So The Awakening of D is my last book, and I'm currently in the phase of getting out the last chain. I also have another book, Passion in the Pews, and I have another book that I've also written for women of color called The Be Encouraged Guide for Women of Color. All of this did not come easy. All of it came with research. It came with failure. It came with disappointment. It came with lack of knowledge at times, which led me back to do more research, only not to recover the stuff that I saw before. Hey, it happens. I see a lot of new authors coming out, and they're doing this and they're doing that, but they're not doing things correctly. They're skipping around. They're going around Robinson Hood Barn, but they're not knocking on no doors of the professionals and letting them do things that needs to be done in order for them to be seen. So if you have a story to tell it. Everybody has a story to tell. And it doesn't matter whether you can write or not. The thing of it is, when you invest in your craft, you can have an amazing team of people working around you, from your book cover designer to your publisher to your editor, as well as your website designer. Let me tell you something. The Raspberry Rose Publishing Company does it all. And what I can't do, I outsource that to those that can. I have an amazing book cover designer, because my motto is, honey, we don't put out no ugly book covers. The specification has to be great. The pictures got to look great, not blurry and ashy. That is my motto. We will put out the best because you put your trust in our hands to make sure that it looks great. So I refuse to allow my clients to go out looking any kind of way. So you have to determine what your genre is. What is your genre? Is it fiction, nonfiction? Is it mystery? Is it a romance novel? What is? Is it poetry? Is it a children's book? You have to know your niche. You have to know how many pages makes a book. How many? How many pages makes a book? Do you not know that when you put out a book without the number of pages that is required, that your book may not have a spine? How important is that to you? I know I want my books to look like a book. I don't want my books to look like no program from the church. I want my book to have a front cover, back cover, and a spine. And this is my thing. When a person sees your book cover has to say something. It has to say, oh, let me touch it. Oh, let me feel it. Oh, let me flip it over. Oh, let me read the synopsis. Oh, word. What is that? A synopsis is a brief description of your book. It is not the tell-all, because one thing that I learned, don't give away what you can sell. Because once you do that, trust and believe, no one will buy your book. So, hey, I like what this synopsis is reading. Let me flip it over and thumb through the pages and find me a chapter. Most likely it's the first page or something in the middle, or maybe the end. But whatever it is, it has to captivate them. It has to captivate them to say, ooh, I want to buy. But that price, baby, honey, some of y'all coming out with the books. Ooh, y'all scaring me. You are not Michelle Obama, baby. You are not Princess Diana. Oh, Lord, you are not Charles Nim over in the royal castle, honey. You are simply a nobody trying to get everybody to buy your book. Yes, but let me tell you what they're going to do. They're not going to buy it. They're going to borrow somebody else's that love you so much and say, oh, I'm going to invest in my friend. And they're going to get that book and they're going to keep it and they're going to pass it around to their friend. And hopefully it's good. But what you got to know is pricing is everything. Do your research. And not to say celebrities are better than us, but if the celebrities are not pricing their books as high as some of y'all putting y'all books out for the little bitty pages that y'all have written, baby, y'all need to sign up for my coaching classes. People don't want to invest in themselves, but they do want to come to you to straighten up your mess when it's over and said and done with. I've seen it before and I saw it again. Banking. Let me get into how important banking is. Just like anything in a job, you don't want to mess with nobody that works with you and fraternizing with the help. Baby, you want to separate your business from your personal. So yes, you want to get an imprint and you want to make sure that your publishing company is yours. What makes my publishing company so unique? My publishing company is unique because I serve as the one doing your work behind the scenes, but you get all the credit for it. That's why I got to do a magnificent job. Yes, I got best editors. I got best book designers. I've got best formatters. And I give you what you want. You want small print? You want large print? Come on. But that pricing, whether you got a book of 250 pages or 125 pages. Yes, I know you put in blood, sweat, and tears, but baby, y'all can't be charging people $16, $17, $18 for no 100-page book. Who are you? Think about it. Would you pay for it? No. I made it a vow to myself and my faithful readers. I would never, ever charge my readers no more than $10 for my books. No, I wouldn't. Just $10. My ebooks, my Kindles, you can read them on your phone. Right now, put it on paper during the quarantine, it's 99 cents. Come on now. That was $2.99. The Awakening of D is $5.99. But listen, come on, that's Kindle. This is your first book, and then you're coming out and people going to these sites and you're letting them do you any kind of way. Signing contracts, then you got to come to me and help you get you out of contracts. I have to help you show you how to get this done and get out of this so they won't try to sue you over your stuff. Y'all got to be careful, y'all. Be very careful who you call your publisher, because a lot of publishers, honey, and that's just keeping it real at 100. How many of you have you seen your royalties? Have you saw your royalties? Your friends say they purchased your book offline on Amazon, but why haven't you gotten your royalties every 3 months? What's the problem, sisters? You're trusting too many people, but you're overlooking the very one, that would be me, that can get it done and do you right. But then you got to come back to me because I'm the clean up woman. Hey, yeah, listen. Don't do yourself any kind of way, because at the end of the day, I still got to do what I have to do. And that's run a business, a publishing company with high standards, with quality service, giving you the best and for less. But I'm going to tell you what you can do. Research, research, research. Research some more and continue to research. But make sure you cross your T's, you dot your I's, and stop playing with the people. Stop going out here talking to people and letting them get in your pocketbook and they got all this to say. Then they got you where they want you because you believe everything, because you have not allowed your discerning spirit in. They got you off of emotions. They've gotten you off of emotions. I'm just trying to teach you something, y'all, because during this time, people getting ready to get those coins and they getting ready to do some things, and people have not stopped scamming. People have not stopped tricking. People have not stopped doing people wrong just because we're in a pandemic. No, they are not. They're getting even more clever. So be safe out there. Reach out to your girl, 661-436-9310. Or you can hit me up with a message at raspberryrose@gmail.com, and I can assist you. I can assist you with your project. I have coaching services. I have publishing packages. And come on, I got you what you need, baby. Hey, it's your girl D Rose turn ham, y'all. Just a little bit. I give a little bit of me at a time. Give it all to you. You might fall in love with me. That's what I want. Remember, like, share. Hey, let your people know about me. I'm free. Hey, well, no, I come with a cost. Yeah, it's your girl. I love you for real, but guess what? If anybody tells you otherwise, they lie. Peace.